So Kelsey Plum is officially gone to the Sparks.
Asia Wilson's fury erupts as Kelsey Plum stuns the WNBA by leaving the Las Vegas Aces for the LA Sparks. Was this a betrayal? Or is there more to this story?
Seattle Storm are trading 6-time All-Star Jewel Lloyd to the Las Vegas Aces in a multi-team move that sends 3-time All-Star Kelsey Plum to the Los Angeles Sparks. And let me tell you, it's not surprising that they were trading Kelsey to the Sparks because a lot of people were talking about it. It's been all over, but what the Sparks traded away is kind of crazy.
The Las Vegas Aces, once known as the powerhouse of the WNBA and home to a dynasty in the making, are suddenly at a crossroads. In a move that sent shockwaves across the league, Kelsey Plum, one of the team's brightest stars, has left the Aces to join the Los Angeles Sparks.
Asia Wilson was trending for multiple days on Twitter as there was this video going around of an exchange between her and Kelsey Plum.
Paige Beckers! Us as black women, Paige reminds me a lot of you. Like, you say you're not really about me. And she knows how her privilege has gotten her to that point. And also, like, she's good at basketball, obviously.
Her departure not only marks a significant loss for the reigning champions, but also highlights growing speculation about fractures within the team dynamic, particularly involving Asia Wilson and head coach Becky Hammon. Kelsey Plum's decision to leave the Aces stunned fans and analysts alike.
Another moment from this game that was going pretty viral on social media was this clip here where Becky Hammon is getting super fired up in the huddle, and it looks like she is specifically pointing directly at Kelsey Plum. It looks like there's some back and forth going on between her and Kelsey.
However, Plum, a key contributor to Las Vegas's success, was instrumental in their championship runs. Known for her sharp shooting, fearless drives to the basket, and relentless work ethic, Plum's departure is more than just a roster shakeup. It's a seismic shift that leaves the Aces scrambling to fill a massive void.
We also have to take into account, like, how good Kelsey Plum was in the non-Asia Wilson minutes. Like, the Aces were so good in the non-Asia minutes last season because of Kelsey Plum.
Her move to the Los Angeles Sparks not only strengthens a rising contender, but also signals a new chapter in Plum's career. The Sparks, eager to reclaim their former glory, now boast one of the league's most dynamic backcourts with Plum at the helm. For the Aces, however, the move raises unsettling questions about the team's future. At the center of this upheaval is Asia Wilson, the heart and soul of the Aces. As the reigning MVP and the face of the franchise, Wilson has been a model of consistency and dominance. However, Plum's departure casts a shadow over her leadership and raises concerns about whether Wilson's influence on the team is as unshakable as it once seemed.
Talk about a proposed monster trade in the WNBA that's going to be looked at as the first massive domino for the start of free agency, and it involves a couple of really big-name players. One player that just recently turned her back and her nose up to the Unrivaled League. After she joined it, she quit it. Judging by the ratings, she's not missing anything. But Kelsey Plum may be fixing to get sent to the LA Sparks.
However, the tension between Wilson and Plum have circulated for months, though both players have publicly denied any significant rift. Observers have noted subtle moments on the court, missed high fives, terse exchanges during timeouts, that suggest the two stars may not have always been on the same page. Plum's exit could be interpreted as an attempt to escape the long shadow cast by Wilson. While Wilson is undeniably the cornerstone of the franchise, some have speculated that her dominance may have overshadowed Plum's contributions, making it difficult for the guard to truly thrive.
But it seems like the dynasty is done. I highly, highly doubt that we see the Aces anywhere in the vicinity of a WNBA championship next year.
Equally significant in this unfolding drama is the role of head coach Becky Hammon. Hailed as one of the brightest minds in basketball, Hammon's arrival in Las Vegas was a game changer for the Aces. Her leadership and strategic brilliance helped the team secure a championship in her first season as head coach. However, as with any highly competitive environment, tensions can arise. Hammond's coaching style, while effective, has been described as intense and demanding. While some players thrive under such conditions, others may find it stifling. Plum's departure has sparked speculation that her relationship with Hammond may have played a role in her decision to leave. Insiders have hinted at disagreements over playing time, role adjustments, and overall team strategy. While Plum has remained tight-lipped about the reasons behind her move, the timing, following a successful season, has fueled rumors of discord behind the scenes. For the Las Vegas Aces, Plum's departure is a wake-up call. The team, once celebrated for its depth and cohesion, now faces an uncertain future. While they still have A'ja Wilson, Chelsea Gray, and Jackie Young, the loss of Plum's scoring and playmaking will be difficult to replace. More importantly, her exit raises concerns about the team's culture and stability. If a player of Plum's caliber feels the need to leave, what does that say about the environment within the organization? The Aces must address these questions quickly if they hope to maintain their status as championship contenders.
Maybe a 3-team deal. It would send Jewel Lloyd to the Las Vegas Aces from the Seattle Storm and Kelsey Plum from the Aces to the Los Angeles Sparks.
For Kelsey Plum, the move to Los Angeles represents a fresh start. With the Sparks, she has an opportunity to step into a leadership role and redefine her career on her terms. The Sparks, under the guidance of a revamped coaching staff, are building a roster designed to compete at the highest level. Plum's arrival signals their intent to challenge for the title and disrupt the league's balance of power. Plum's game is perfectly suited to the Sparks' up-tempo style. Her ability to shoot from deep, create off the dribble, and push the pace will be invaluable for a team looking to establish itself as a contender. For Plum, the chance to be the focal point of an offense and escape the shadow of A'ja Wilson may be exactly what she needs to reach the next level of her career. Plum's departure has implications far beyond Las Vegas and Los Angeles. It signals a potential shift in the league's power dynamics and raises questions about the Aces' ability to sustain their dominance. Meanwhile, the Sparks' resurgence adds another layer of intrigue to an already competitive WNBA landscape.
Yeah,
like she went to Washington. She went to Washington when I was growing up, bro. Like, and me and my mom obviously would go to the games because they were real good, and so my mom would go as an alumni, bro. And she's dropping 40s, 50s, like it's nothing in college, bro. Yeah. And so I'm just like, at that age, I'm like, bro, she's better than anybody on the boys' team.
Also, fans and analysts will undoubtedly keep a close eye on both teams in the coming season. Will the Aces rally around Wilson and Hammond to maintain their championship pedigree? Or will the loss of Plum prove to be a turning point that signals the end of their dominance? For the Sparks, the question is whether Plum's arrival will be enough to propel them into title contention. Amid all the speculation and analysis, it's important to remember the human element of this story. For Kelsey Plum, this move is about more than basketball. It's about finding the right fit and taking control of her career. For A'ja Wilson, it's a moment to reflect on her leadership and how she can guide her team through adversity. Plum's departure from the Aces is a reminder that even the most successful teams face challenges. How the Aces respond to this setback, and how Plum thrives in her new role with the Sparks, will shape the narrative of the upcoming season and define the legacies of everyone involved. For years, Plum has been overshadowed by A'ja Wilson, despite many arguing that her contributions were just as impactful, if not more so. The frustration of being perpetually in Wilson's shadow, coupled with a fiery confrontation with head coach Becky Hammond last year, seems to have been the breaking point for Plum. Now, with a new chapter unfolding in Los Angeles, Plum is ready to step out of the shadows and claim her rightful place as one of the league's brightest stars.
They could have corroborated key conversations between plaintiff and defendant Aces and other relevant facts as alleged by plaintiff Hammond. WNBA also did not impose adequate punishment or consequences on head coach Hammond. I think Becky Hammond should be out of the league. I think we need to cut the bullshit. Becky Hammon should not be in the WNBA. Becky Hammon should not even be a consideration for an NBA coaching job. She should be gone. She should be absolutely fucking gone.
The cracks in the Aces' seemingly impenetrable foundation began to show last season. Despite being the centerpiece of the franchise, A'ja Wilson's dominance wasn't always the driving force behind their victories. Many fans and analysts pointed out that Kelsey Plum's sharp shooting, relentless energy, and clutch performances often carried the team through critical moments. Yet, it was Wilson who garnered most of the praise, accolades, and media attention. MVP titles, magazine covers, and the Lions' share of credit all seemed to land in Wilson's lap, leaving Plum feeling sidelined. The tipping point came during a heated exchange with Becky Hammon, who was seen aggressively shouting at Plum during a pivotal game. While the specifics of the altercation remain unclear, it highlighted the tension within the team and Plum's growing frustration. In a move that has left the basketball world stunned, Plum has signed with the Los Angeles Sparks, signaling the end of her tenure with the Aces. For Plum, this isn't just a change of scenery, it's a declaration of independence. The Sparks have positioned themselves as a team on the rise, and Plum's arrival marks a significant step in their quest for greatness. For A'ja Wilson, the loss of Plum is a devastating blow. The two were a dynamic duo on the court, but it's clear that Plum felt undervalued in a system that revolved around Wilson. Wilson's shock at Plum's departure underscores just how much the Aces relied on her, even if they didn't always give her the credit she deserved.
Another moment from this game that was going pretty viral on social media was this clip here where Becky Hammon is getting super fired up in the huddle, and it looks like she is specifically pointing directly at Kelsey Plum. It looks like there's some back and forth going on between her and Kelsey.
The Sparks are a team in transition, but Plum's addition instantly elevates them to contender status. Known for her fearless scoring and ability to energize her teammates, Plum will have the opportunity to be the focal point of the offense, something she rarely experienced in Las Vegas. The Sparks are also positioning themselves as a team ready to challenge for the title. With Plum leading the charge, they've secured a player who knows how to win and is hungry to prove her worth. For Plum, the move is a chance to redefine her career and show the world what she's truly capable of when given the spotlight. As A'ja Wilson's Aces navigate this period of uncertainty, another major storyline is unfolding in the WNBA, the emergence of Caitlin Clark. Widely regarded as a generational talent, Clark enters the season with a fully rested body, a new manager in Stephanie White, and sky-high expectations.
Like, she understands her privilege. It's like what pushes her over the top in a sense. It reminds me a lot of you. And I mean, that's a compliment.
This video received quite a bit of backlash online, as it seemed like A'ja Wilson was diminishing the accomplishments of players like Kelsey Plum and Paige Beckers and someone who is her teammate. It felt like she was giving Kelsey Plum a backhanded compliment, and a lot of people, Aces fans, WNBA fans, Kelsey Plum fans, across the board really had a problem with this video, and it really left a sour taste in their mouth.
White has already made it clear that she believes in Clark's potential, calling her a once-in-a-lifetime player. This confidence, combined with Clark's natural scoring ability and on-court vision, sets the stage for a breakout season that could redefine the league's hierarchy. The league is entering a new era, one defined by bold moves, rising stars, and fierce competition. For fans, it's an exciting time, filled with intrigue and unpredictability, to see how Caitlin Clark enters the court this year with full force, being unstoppable. Plum's move to the Sparks is a statement that players are no longer content to play second fiddle. Clark's emergence is a reminder that the next generation is ready to take the reins. And for Wilson, it's a call to rise above the chaos and prove why she's considered one of the best.
Well, this is how we've game planned for you. And again, being that straight shooter, like, okay, like these are the areas that we need to improve, and putting those pieces together while also thinking about the holistic version of this team that we have, who is incredibly gifted on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah.
Offense is what I love. And so trying to think about all these things that we can do. And heck, we had a staff meeting a couple of weeks ago in Indy, and it was like, guys, we got to scale it back. We're not going to be able to do all of this in year one. We're not going to be able to do all of this in training camp. Like, we're going to be able to. So staying ahead of the curve and watching all of these,
For Kelsey Plum, the move to Los Angeles marks the beginning of an exciting new chapter. Free from the shadow of Asia Wilson and the pressures of Las Vegas, she has the opportunity to lead a team and cement her legacy as one of the league's elite players. For Asia Wilson, this season will be a test of resilience and adaptability. With her team in turmoil and the league's landscape shifting around her, Wilson must find a way to rise to the occasion and keep the Aces competitive. And for Caitlin Clark, this year represents a chance to announce her arrival on the biggest stage. With the full support of her manager, Stephanie White, and an abundance of talent, she could very well dethrone Wilson and claim the MVP award this year. The WNBA is bracing for one of its most intriguing seasons yet. Kelsey Plum's departure from the Las Vegas Aces to the Los Angeles Sparks is more than just a roster change. It's a statement about her value and ambition. Asia Wilson now faces the challenge of leading a team that's falling apart, while Caitlin Clark emerges as a new force to be reckoned with.
Caitlin Clark on her birthday. We take no days off over here, folks. We take no days off over here. Caitlin Clark in the gym, of course, getting in some work on her birthday. The job is not done.
What happens next is anyone's guess, but one thing is certain. The league's landscape has changed, and the fight for supremacy will be more intense than ever. For Plum, Clark, and Wilson, the stakes have never been higher. But do you think the Las Vegas Aces will only be called once upon a winner? If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. More videos are on screen now.